The naysayers around the crypto space, around Bitcoin, well, they have been firmly sidelined. This is historic for the crypto space. What undoes the story for Bitcoin at this point?
I don't think anything undoes it anytime soon, and I don't see any reason to be particularly bearish right now or be necessarily extra bullish. Obviously, we got a boost from the SEC appointment. We've now broken that $100,000 level, which I think people were driving for. But I think it's hard to have a short-term call. I think Bitcoin over the next year is looking pretty positive given the US administration's plans to potentially accumulate Bitcoin and the fact that they're kind of pro-Bitcoin projects. They're going to encourage more institutions to get involved. What derails it? I mean, longer term, this is an asset which isn't constructed to have stable equilibrium at high levels. It is a gambling asset, so it's constructed to have momentum swings. In the future, it'll have another 70% drawdown. That doesn't mean it'll be the end of it. It might go to 150K. It might then fall back to like 50K or something like that, and then rebound again to new fresh highs. The point is, it is an asset that the way it's constructed, because there always needs to be another marginal buyer for the constant increase in supply, that it cannot have equilibrium at high levels. So as soon as it stabilizes at high levels, the gambling incentive disappears and it encourages whales to cash out. So all we really know is that volatility will be in the future, but woe betide anyone who wants to be aggressively bearish in that point of view.
Hey guys, Carlos Cortez here with another episode of Scriptures and Wall Street. I hope you're doing well. Hey man, it's pretty cold over here in Tampa. It is 42 degrees right now. So I haven't shaved, been bundled up, have the fire going. As you guys know, that's pretty cold for Florida. We're not used to that. So my voice has changed a little bit with the weather and it gets a little scratchy, but hey, I'm here. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. As you guys know, I was in Orlando, recording from from one of my condos there. I have two condos. Maybe I'll put the link below. You can stay in one of my condos. They are Airbnbs. I've had plenty of clients stay over there and they love it. Great time to spend with the family, great shopping, and obviously some great food. So I wanted just to have a conversation about the current markets. We're going to look at Yahoo Finance, the woke media finance. And I've said it for a few months now. Markets are going to go up. They are finding inflation cooling off, but the volatility index, as you guys know, is lowering. And so as the market goes higher, that volatility index goes down, and we will see more VIX situations in the VIX where it will get lowered and lowered. As you guys know, I have a death cross on the VIX right now. So what I wanted to talk about is the market manipulations that we see right now. You guys have been following Bitcoin. We're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to look at XRP, KRE, the NASDAQ, the S&P500, the VIX, show you the core things, that indicators, the core indices that we look at going into this. I want to reiterate, just because Trump is in does not mean we get a pass, does not mean that we sit in the backseat, does not mean they're not going to crash the stock market. As a matter of fact, what I really think the manipulation is going to happen is we're going to have this low volatility, increasing stock market, and people are going to get comfortable with the returns. They're going to get comfortable, the 401ks, the IRAs. People are going to continue investing, and oh man, this stays great, man. We made 5% this month. We made 4% last month. Maybe we'll make 6 or 7% the following month, and then bam, we lose 40 something percent because the commercial real estate crisis happened, or there's a failure in the banks. This is reality. Don't let that be you. Do not let that be you. So we want to make sure that you guys are prepared for all types of scenarios, especially for market correction. I think more than ever, with a unraveling yield curve, I think more than ever they have the possibility to crash the markets with an unraveling interest rate, a yield curve. I'm saying where that 10-year is paying more than a 2-year. Lately, the 5 and 2 years paying more than a 10-year. So when we have those weird inverted yield curves, it's the actual unraveling of that yield curve is where we see the volatility. So it's not fully unraveled yet. It hasn't been brought to equilibrium. As they lower interest rates, the the yield curve will normalize. But that's when we see the correction. Typically, it's like it's not when that yield curve is inverted. The bond market lets us know that, hey, we got some serious problems and it's going to happen. And typically, it's 2 years after that yield curve starts where we see problems. And we're going to look at charts real quick. And quite frankly, if you're in mutual funds, if you're in, the QQQs, or if you're in basic index funds, you will get smacked. You will get smacked in this next market correction. I honestly think they're going to have the inflation is so bad from this current administration's policies and the deglobalization that is happening right now. I honestly believe that it's so bad that not even Trump will be able to fix it within even 2 years. He's eventually going to air out the dirty laundry. But day one, he gets in January. The first thing he's going to do, he's going to impose tariffs. And so what happened in 2018 in December, actually, the market fell off pretty bad. And so that could lead into more of a higher VIX, which you could lose money in that, more volatility. And just be careful, because when we have all of this volatility and you guys are stuck in mutual funds or your Edward Jones account, American funds, whatever it is, or basically triple Qs or the Nasdaq, IWM, um, long-term investing, hey, it's not a bad strategy to have an ETF or a sector fund that you're dollar cost averaging in. If you're older, this is scary news, because your standard deviation is going to be higher, meaning your risk is going to be higher and your return is going to be lower, because you will go through the volatilities of the roller coaster rides of the market manipulations. And the problem is, when you're 60, 65, and you had $500,000, now you got 300 grand. How is that going to change your life? Versus if you had $500,000 and it grew to $1 million, is that really going to change your life if you doubled your money? You may feel better. You may buy a new car, redo your bathroom, take a vacation, but it's not going to change your life. What is going to change your life if you lose half your money? And I'm telling you, volatility index is low. It is the calm before the storm. Trump's not even in. Trump hasn't even done the tariffs yet. We have crypto taking off of the maps right now. XRP. People are getting into XRP right now. Are you joking me? That ship has sailed. Like, you missed the 400% return on that. Don't get in at an all-time high. Whether it's Bitcoin or XRP, look, I get it. I get it. They're into the decentralization. They have their own technology with the banks. Over 200 banks have aligned themselves with the Ripple technology. I get it. But the thing is that you're still buying a stock. You're still buying a position at an all-time high. And you're a little too late in the game if you haven't invested in crypto already. Like, really late to the game. Um, and it's also manipulated by the same people that are trying to take money from you. So the big banks are into crypto right now. So uh, it's just because it's crypto doesn't mean that it's like compartmentalized outside of the manipulation. That's hogwash. Don't believe that. It completely is a part of all the manipulations, the pump and dump schemes that the institutions and the market makers make. The CDC is here. The market manipulations is here. There's nothing that has changed, guys. So what I could basically tell you is that, look, you have a bank account. You are being track tracer controlled. So limit the money that in your bank account. There's a lot of risk in bank accounts right now, because once they lower interest rates, look for it this month. Look for it by this year. When banks decide to get these bad commercial real estate loans off of their books and have lower interest rates, you're going to see more bank failures. It's just natural. You're just going to see more bank failures. They're going to write off these dead toxic assets. Someone's going to get caught holding the bag. And my fear, my concern, not fear, but my concern for many of you is that we're going to get caught up in the returns, caught up in the patriotism of having a conservative in the office, in the American story, in the stock market. We're going to love the returns. We're going to have complete high standard deviation on things, and we're going to get numb to risk because you're going to like the returns and you're going to feel euphoric. You're going to feel on cloud nine. And then boom, Trump gets in and the markets just completely get rattled. How is that going to affect your portfolio? You see, one strategy, one major strategy I really feel that many clients should take advantage of is green money. And if you've been watching me, green money has the ability to protect your principal, get unlimited gains, and avoid the losses. This is insurance-based product, is not in the stock market. I've talked to a bunch of people this week that can't stand the stock market, but they want the returns. Then Green Money Solutions. Go to greenmoneysolutions.com right now. Check it out. Or you can visit us at cortezwm.com. And you can download our free guide at americafirstretirementplan.com. We got a bunch of information out there, tons of podcasts on this. Just give us a call. Make sure it is worth your time. Also, everything on this podcast is meant for education and information purposes only. I am not giving financial advice, even though I am a financial advisor. Please do not take this as financial advice and say, hey, you told me to sell this stock. You told me to buy this stock. That's not what is going on here. We are simply just educating and informing the public. That's it. With our political and spiritual beliefs. That's it. But if you would like investment advice on your portfolio, then give us a call directly, 813-448-3446, 813-448-3446. And you can also email me at info@cortezwm.com. Email me a stock or ETF or a fund that you want me to look at, to talk about. More than happy to do so. I love when clients or listeners do interact. That way I could bring it to attention and pull up the charts on it and give me some content. Hey, I only talk what I experienced during the week or what is coming up. And that's what this whole podcast is. I don't have any notes. I used to like have this huge outline and these stats and this and that. No, man, we're just here, market commentary, letting you know what's going on. Because look, I trade the markets every single day. I want to bring content to you. I want to let you know what is happening right now, what you should be looking at, what you should not be doing. And more importantly, what are the risks that are out there? Not just interest risk, but bank failure risk, political risk, social media risk, like Donald Trump, Elon Musk, whoever posts something, the markets go in a frenzy. Like that is a huge problem. That is a huge problem right now. Like they could send markets just through the roof. But yeah, I mean, look, I'm happy that Trump got in, but I just don't want you guys to be complacent, because I feel like people are becoming more complacent and taking a back seat and not even looking at their investments. But the problem is that are you aligned with a Trump-friendly portfolio? So I want to share this video real quick. It's a new index that I'm introducing. I love the fact that they're keeping America only, America first. And look, the bigger banks, there are companies, there are institutions that want to keep America first, that don't want to fund India and China and not all these communistic countries that are a threat to America. So there's actually an index. Remember, I told you guys I'll be looking for patriotic, friendly indices that keep America first, that actually make money, not investing in the Pfizers and the nastiness, the Chinese-based companies that are destroying America. So I want to introduce you to the Patriot Index, and check out this video they got. This is on their website, by the way.
In today's rapidly evolving global landscape, a new trend of deglobalization continues to take hold as a multipolar world order emerges. investor portfolios may not be adequately positioned for the shift underway as rising geopolitical tensions threaten to upend the free movement of global talent, resources, and supply chains. Technology is increasingly seen as the primary area of strategic competition, which has led to the US government establishing a list of critical and emerging technologies, 14 individual fields that have the potential to advance both national and economic security. US companies directly involved in these national modernization efforts may likely benefit from both the tailwind of increased research and development spending, as well as the avoidance of losses resulting from tariffs or sanctions aimed at those firms aligned to countries designated as high risk by the United States intelligence community. The Patriot Technology Index offers exposure to U.S. large and mid-cap companies directly involved in the development of dual-use, disruptive technologies identified by the United States Department of Defense. The 14 critical technologies, as defined, include a diverse range of innovations such as artificial intelligence, biotechnology, space technology, and renewable energy, amongst others. The index excludes companies deemed to be of high geopolitical risk in utilizing a first-of-its-kind approach developed by the experts at J.H. Whitney, a leading consulting firm that guided the U.S. government's efforts to establish the original critical technologies list. Geostrategic risk ratings use a proprietary scoring methodology to penalize individual companies for the potential to be influenced by those nations in direct conflict with U.S. interests, as identified formally in the annual threat assessment of the U.S. intelligence community. As of 2024, the countries designated high risk are China, Russia, North Korea, and Iran. By avoiding these exposures, investors can seek to benefit from the development of breakthrough technologies powering global markets while evading external shocks resulting from geopolitical action. To further attempt to mitigate risk, the Patriot Technology Index adjusts its daily exposure amongst the chosen companies using a dynamic fixed income allocation plus a hypothetical cash position to enhance diversification while targeting an annualized realized volatility of 7%. As deglobalization and rising geopolitical tensions drive increased spending on research and development, often through private-public partnerships, domestic firms appear to be best positioned to benefit as new policies are enacted to protect American innovation from foreign threats. The Patriot Technology Index provides a unique and differentiated opportunity to gain exposure to these very companies. The Patriot Technology Index, where U.S. patriotism meets technological innovation.
Well, there you have it. That is the new Patriot Index. Now, what I love about this index is that it has ability to shift between different equity asset classes and keep everything risk. So in the green money solution space, so what is beautiful about this is that you can invest in a Patriot Index that is only available by a green money solution, a safe money company that's A-rated, that is headquartered here in America, that has ability to protect your principal. You do not lose anything if the Patriot Index does wrong. It is comprised of the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, and treasuries. So it has ability, just like the transitions index we spoke about. We'll talk about that here shortly. But it has ability to shift between equities and fixed income. And you want to have that capability as we go into this new Trump era. There are going to be some sectors that do extremely well because of Trump, because of a pro-America agenda. So this is what I'm saying, that you have to realign your investments to this current administration. Are you doing that now? Is your advisor calling you, hey, we're going to make some adjustments, basic adjustments that are pro-Trump friendly? Well, we're already doing that here at Cortez Wealth. We've been doing this. We had a system for Kamala. If Kamala Ho won, we had a way to protect you and make money off of her idiotic plans. We have a way to make money off of Trump. We have a way to make money off of a crashing dollar. We have a way to make money off pretty much every scenario. And this is the confidence that we can bring to the table. This is the confidence that you need in order to have an established retirement and to secure your retirement. More importantly, having contract law to protect you, because your money's not in the stock market. It's all indexed. And now, since you have index and work in your favor, you get to have the returns like if you were in the equity markets without having the risk, because it is insurance-based contract. It is insurance law. There is no manipulation with your interest. Once you have your interest, it is locked and loaded. It is locked and secured. Period. Punto. Final. Se acabó. I mean, set it in stone. And that's what our clients want. They want the guarantee that their interest is locked in. Their floor, their interest now becomes their new floor. And so if this is something that you want and you want to get out of red money would be anything that has unlimited losses, unlimited gains, stock market, your 401ks, your most of the mutual funds in your IRAs, real estate, crypto. This is red money. Precious metals. And look, I'm a big fan of precious metals. We like Cornerstone. We use them as our number one deal, our number one precious metals dealer here at Cortez Wealth. I actually lose money referring business to them. That's how much I care about your situation. That's how much I want you to have some precious metals. I don't think precious metals is an investment. I just think it's a bug out bag item. And don't get me wrong, every precious metal dealer will curse me out for saying that. But you need alternative. This is where XRP comes in, right? This is where crypto comes in. This is where the digital gold of Bitcoin comes in. Well, that's what alternative assets are. They do well when the major markets go down. Speculating, right? It's not a guarantee. It's speculation. It's still red money. The definition of red money is you have unlimited losses, unlimited gains. You could lose your butt in crypto. You could lose your butt in gold. You could lose your butt in a lot of those assets. So this is why we diversify. We have yellow. Yellow is smart money. Yellow is money manager. We use brokerage. Yeah, there's market money, but now we have institutional swing traders getting in and out of the markets based on the current situations. If the market's going down 20%, you might get hit with 7 or 8, but they're going to go to treasuries automatically 24/7. The market goes up, they're going to get back in the market. They may miss some of the upside. This is tactical management. This is what we call smart money. It is almost essential to be in the stock market to have proactive money management. Yes, we charge 1% at Cortez Wealth Advisors, the advisory side of my business. We charge 1% like anyone else. But are you getting the value? Are you getting the investments that are funding everything that you stand against? Or are you just seeking returns? God will never question how much money you made. He will question the character it took to make that money. Anyways, I want to bring up some charts real quick. We are looking at let's hear. For those of you that are enjoying the stock market bull run, notice my volatility index here. It's at 13. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's at 13. Actually, let me just pull up the volatility index. Key indicator. A lot of people don't look at this, but we do. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. So this is at midnight, December 4th. Today is my daughter's birthday, Rachel. Yeah, I love Rachel. She's my firecracker. She's a great skater, by the way, and a great artist. And here's her skating. And here's just a picture of me and her. So, yep. Happy birthday, Ray Ray. I love you. And you are now the big 11 years old. But anyways, going back to the volatility index, we got a death cross back in November 15th, right? November 13th. We got an alert that we're getting a death cross. Of course, it was right. And it went down even further. That means stock market went up. So currently we are at about 14. We're currently at 1331 right now on the volatility index. That means the market's going up. But here is what I want you guys to see is that my midterm and long-term signals are turning green. Do you see this momentum dying down? That means she's going to pop up. Every time it has reached this low, it has gone up. Every time it's reached this low right here, it's gone up. This low right here, it's gone up. And this low here, it's gone up. Right? So we had a volatility of 23. Every time we get a golden cross, it's gone up. This is the historicals of volatility index, by the way. Blue box, gone up. Green or blue box is gone up. The blue box is just a symbol that a green box could formulate. Yep, there's our blue box and there's a green. And what did it do? It went up. Here's our blue box. Boom, buy signal. It went up. Volatility went up. For those of you who don't know what the volatility index means, it's a fear and greed index. So here's a bunch of blue boxes. And they spiked up to 26. Yes, that was December 21. So as the stock market goes down, the volatility index typically goes up. And those of you in COVID, if you remember COVID, the scare that was happening, I mean, the market got halted so many times. We were in a volatility, believe like close to 7. It was 65. It was wild, man. Absolute wild. And I got a golden cross here, and it reached pretty high at 65. So the volatility index, let's not lose focus on that. It's coming, man. So typically when it hits this low, it will bounce back up. And we could see a range of anywhere from 25 to 35 with the market going down a good 25%. Are you prepared for that? I don't think most people are. I really don't think most people are. So be careful out there, man. And I don't want you to be in victim of this when I said that that stuff is going to happen. Like we have, yeah, it's going down. I mean, stock market's going up, but I'm starting to see this momentum dying down. I'm starting to see green long-term momentum and midterm momentum. It's just a matter of time. This turns green and I get a green box here and this thing takes off. And what that basically means is the stock market will go down. So we're hanging at the cusp here. It is going to turn eventually. And what is it? Could it be? Could it be the turn events in the commercial real estate? Could it be the turn events on inflation rising or interest rates going down and yields and mortgages are still going up? Could it be banks writing off toxic assets? Dude, it could be anything. It could really be anything. It could be another war. It could be anything that just, if farts, sneezes, or coughs, it could go down. And it might just be the obvious is Trump's tariffs plan. They're gonna just crash it all on him. They're gonna blame everything on him. So, anyways, just wanted to show you that real quick. Another quick thing I want to look at, volatility index. So here is the NASDAQ. Here's a Qs. Momentum's looking sexy. I mean, there's nothing dying out right here. It's full blown head steam, headstrong. The Qs are just crushing it. If you want double the return, you just go to TQQQ for those of you that like taking risk. This is the NASDAQ just times 2. It's leverage. It'll go up double. It also will lose double. So you are playing with double risk here. Market goes up, you go up twice. Market goes down, you lose twice. And here we go. We got a blue cross. This means that it's going to go up, baby. I got nothing but green traffic lights. Momentum is still going up. Still going up. Patriot Index is going to do pretty well with this because it's technology focused. It's anti-China. It's also basically, it is pro-America and anti-brick, which I really, really like. So I do like that Patriot Index. If you're interested in learning more about it, give us a call, 813-448-3446. I can tell you all about the index, how to get it. Right now, you can get a 13% bonus for signing up for the Patriot Index. So if you put 100 grand in, day one, you will start at $113,000, no fee, and you can literally make 80% of this Patriot Index. So if it does 10%, you walk away with 8. Gains are locked in every single year. You always have access to 10% a year, but what you want to do is let it compound and compound and compound. So yeah, you can make 8 to 15%. There is an opportunity to pay a fee to get a higher rate of return, a higher participation rate, which is, I believe, 1.5 times the index. So if you want to pay a fee of 1%, then you can get 1.5 times of that index. So if it does 10, you're walking away with 15, but you're paying that 1% fee. Or you can have the free option and just make 80% of it. So they're both pretty good. I like both options. It really depends if you want to have a fee or not. But what I do like is that 13% bonus while interest rates are still kind of hot. Take advantage of it. Give me a call. Make sure it's suitability for you. It's suitable for you. 813-448-3446. A-rated company. We love this company. Their employees wear red to support America every Friday and our troops. I love that they stand for that. Bunch of conservatives, man, that are just backing me up. They're literally backing scriptures on Wall Street. And I love that. So for those of you that like XRP, let's have that conversation real quick. Let's just pull it up. Just talk about it for 30 seconds. Here's XRP. It straight up mooned recently. It went bonkers. That daggone thing was like, oh man, it was so 28 billion in market cap, and now it's over 120. This is just nuts. It just skyrocketed, guys. Look at this. Here's the bad news is you missed it. Like, I wouldn't get in at here right now. Now's not the time to be buying XRP, guys. And, you know, without talking about the technology and the long term, and that it's going to go to $10 from a trading standpoint. You do not want to buy this at all-time high. If you are buying this, buy with money you can afford to lose. This thing could literally wipe you out. And for many, 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 many years, this thing has been just flat. I mean, it has just been flat. So be very, very cautious buying into this, guys. Do not get suckered into this ramp up. Do not get suckered, please. It will come crashing down like you wouldn't believe. The banks are all up on this, man. This is not the retail investor. Okay. This is not the retail investor. This is the big banks getting into it, pumping it up. They will make a crap ton of money crashing this pump and dump. Classic pump and dump. So I got a buy signal on this in November and it just shot up. For some reason, it didn't hit my scanner. I need prayer, guys. I'm trying to figure it out where I can scan like 100 different items, cryptos, futures, stocks, gold, silver, ETFs, and get alerted when I get like these signals. So I'm trying to figure that out so that I can bring it to you, so I can have conversation pieces so you can know about it. So I could personally trade it, because I do trade every day. I'm more of a swing trader, even though I'm in a day trading group. So I'm always watching this stuff. But that's XRP. For those of you that are a big fan of BTC, like I am, been buying it for close to a decade now. I don't have a lot of Bitcoin, maybe a few. Actually, I had personally, I had like 5 or 6, but I got stupid one year and I started paying my taxes with my Bitcoin. And so I went from like 5 to like 2. I think I have something like that. So I'm not rich by any means in crypto, but I do believe in it. But here is Bitcoin, man. Like, the market caps are just insane on this. It is the number one crypto. So once again, I wouldn't buy it when it's at 100 or 1.88 trillion market cap. We want to make sure that you guys are safe. This is for money that you can accept violent volatility. Like, the volatility index is 13 right now. This has to be over 20 easily. So this has 40% drawdowns, guys. So if you put 100 grand and bought a coin, hypothetically speaking, you have to be comfortable with this being $60,000 at any given point. Maybe even 50, maybe even, I would even say a 50% drawdown. Year over year, over the past decade, it has yielded over 35% returns. So yeah, it's averaging 40% long term. I cannot say that that's going to be the average moving forward. You have to have the ability to lose money and be okay with it, and understand that this is extreme volatile asset. You should not have your retirement in Bitcoin. I mean, it's almost as dumb as having a gold IRA. Like, gold is manipulated by the big banks, and you don't even own the IRA. The government does. And then you tell them, hey, my IRA is in Delaware, my IRA is in Texas. Do you really feel or think the government is going to not cross the border lines and go after your gold? Like, if you actually think that is true, then you have something coming for you. Now, I'm not saying precious metals is bad, but IRAs you don't own, because they own the taxation on it. And when they own the taxation on it, and if it's gold, they control all the gold. It is a manipulated currency. It's actually a tier 1 currency. They own it. They could tell you, hey, you have 5 years to return all your gold. And if you don't, we're going to make you a felon if you try to sell it after that 5-year cooling off period, or pay some hefty fines. Whatever they decide to do, I don't know what they can do. But as they want to track, trace, or control us, who knows what they could do, man? So be very, very cautious, guys, is what I'm saying. So we got BTC. Let's look at our friends over at TMF. Now, this thing has taken a beating, bro. Woo! This is my favorite trade of the year, and it is falling off like crazy. We had a death cross form Thanksgiving week, going down. As you guys know, stock market goes down. Stock market goes up, TMF goes down. We got a death cross, as I told you, in October. And remember, I said this could go down to 40. Well, it's at 47.95. Wasn't too worried about that, the recent drawdown. But what I do like is, you see this is finally turning. You see how this is green right here, and we got a green traffic light in the midterm. It's not all red anymore. It's not all red. This is going to turn. Eventually it will turn. And if I scrunch this up a little bit, you'll see the historical values on this puppy. I mean, this could hit 500, no problem. 450. I don't even need that much. I just wanted to hit 200, because I have my strike calls at 100. And just on like 8 I think it was like $8,000. I got to pull up the options calculator. But if you bought the call options at a right now, if you bought it now on the hundreds in January 2026, and it hits that and it goes to 200, you can look at a 6-figure trade just on $5,000. I mean, if this thing goes to 200, it is wild. So keep TMF on your charts. I may got in a little too early, and that's my bad. I'm not perfect, guys. That's why I say this is not investment advice. This is for education purposes only. But I do like TMF as we're starting to see this thing form. We're going to hopefully see a blue box here, and then boom, it'll go up. See the blue boxes here and it went up, gold box that went up a good 5%. Hopefully the next one is going to go up a good 40, 50%. Now, those of you that are new to the show, that are new to this podcast, this is 3 times a treasury note. And so the treasury yield actually went down when interest rates went down. It is absurd. As a financial advisor, like, this doesn't even make sense. But this is how manipulated this crap is. Like, I have bullish signs. You're supposed to buy low and sell high. Well, it's at an all-time low right now. So keep on buying, double down, do whatever you got to do, because this ship has not sailed yet, but it's going to rocket out of here. In my opinion, it is going to rocket out. Now, I could be wrong. This is all speculation based on past history, and past history is not indicative of future results. We get that. But come on. Interest rates go down, bond prices go up. That's simple. So it is, I can't say the G word, but it is a high probability that this is going to skyrocket and moon. I just want you guys to know about it. You get to do what you want to do with it. I'm just messenger, man. So that's all. I like TMF. It's doing pretty good. I'm going to have some other, for those of you that are interested in some stocks, me talking about some stocks, if you want to play in stocks. Now, Tesla's been in the news a lot, as you guys know. I got a buy signal on October 23, and it's been going up. Could hit 400, man. This thing is just moving along. For those of you that are aggressive, there's something called TSLL, which is double Tesla. It's 2 times, or I'm sorry, 1.5 times Tesla. Let me get my reset button here. There it is. And so, yeah, it's the same chart as Tesla, but you can own it for cheaper right now. It's 21. You could buy it here, but just know you're buying a riskier asset. It is double the returns, double the losses. So be very, very careful, guys, on that one. Let's see. S&P. Same thing like the NASDAQ, all green. Christmas, Santa rally, call it what you want to call it. This thing is just booming. Just steady, Eddie. Look at that, man. Holy smoke. Since last year, boom. This thing is just smoking. There is no drawdown here at whatsoever. This S&P is over 6,000, all-time high. I mean, guys, this is nuts. So I don't see any drawdowns here. The momentum is looking powerful and strong. And notice it is like going up, but it's not like violently going up. And that's what I do like about that. Structurally, it is such a huge trend that you really can't break it right now. It is looking good until we get some news events, until Trump gets in, until the reset happens, until the headlines come in. You see what I'm getting at? So don't be complacent, because you see this even as a trader. You see this long term. Man, this looks great. I'm a dollar cost averaging this. I'm a get back in the market. I'm a ditch those treasuries. That's safety, the TLTs, the 20-year treasuries. I'm going to get out of the bond market and get in the stock market. You see how easy it is to just forget about safety, forget about everything, and get caught up into that? Well, just be careful. We can make money in the market. I can help you make money in the market. You just got to give us a call, 813-448-3446. Whether it's on the managed money side or the safe money side. Either way, we can better position your assets to take advantage of these current volatilities in the current markets and protect you from volatilities and the upswings of the market. So that being said, guys, I am out of here. My voice is starting to be extremely scratchy. And pray for me because the allergies is terrible in the cold seasons. And you guys can laugh. It gets in the 40s. That's cold for us. But anyways, guys, love y'all. God bless. Remember to keep the word fresh into you. And Psalms 46:4 says, there is a river whose streams make glad. And I really feel that once we start reading our Bible, we never let it down. Anxiety goes down. Your need for pornography goes down. Your need for stress or need for pretty much depression goes down. Being a great person because now God puts you in his palm. And so my aim for you in this podcast, all this doesn't mean anything if your name is not written in the book of life. And so all you got to do is say this prayer: Jesus, I am a failure without you. I've sinned. I have fall short of your glory, and I need you in my life. I need you to make a change in my life, and I repent from my wicked ways. I need you to save my soul and write my name in the book of life. I believe that you are my forever savior, and I know one day I'll be in heaven worshiping you. That's all you have to say and truly mean it. And if you haven't said that prayer, I encourage you to do it, because this platform is not for me. This platform is for a bigger calling. This platform is for his grace, and it's his grace that is new every single morning. Man, is it new every single morning. Well, guys, love you all. I'm out of here. I'm going to go cuddle up with the wifey, and night-night. Peace out.